friends, welcome back or welcome if you're new here. My name is Stacy and I am the Chapter Conundrum, and today I'm being joined by my husband Jake, the bookish drummer, because we are here to do the Christmas Lights book tag, or at least I think that's the name of it. This was originally created by Book Buds, and they tagged Jake to do it, I think.
Well, they tagged me, but then some other people tagged you as well.
Yeah, and I was going to say I was tagged to do this by T, so I will have both of their videos linked down below for you to go to check out as well. And even though it is after Christmas, I still want to do this. I feel like this is finally the time where I get to sit down and enjoy the Christmas lights because the chaos is over. And also most of the prompts are just about different book covers, which we definitely own and will read all year. So.
And there's still Christmas lights in the back.
Yeah.
And in here.
Yeah, exactly. Christmas stuff is staying up until at least New Year's.
You can't tell us what to do.
So yeah, let's get into the prompts. And the first one of those is a red cover. And for this, I've chosen The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart. And this is the first Drowning Empire. We both read this one and both liked it.
I loved it.
Yeah, I liked it. He loved it. This has one of my favorite animal companions in it for sure.
My red book is a sequel to one of my all-time favorite thrillers. This book is very red. That would be The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. Very red, and yeah, this book is a sequel to The Housemaid, 5-star thriller. It's like a 4.5 star, kind of a carbon copy of the first book, but it's still a lot of fun, and it's very red.
Yes, it is. Next up is a green book cover, and I had a lot of green to choose from, but I didn't have a lot of green that was like Christmas green, and I've specifically gone for like Christmas green here. So I've got Cage of Souls by Adrian Tchaikovsky here, and this is one that I'm curious to read, but you have read it.
I will say the cover is the best part. I liked the book. I gave it 4 stars, but the main reason I'm keeping it is because of the cover. If it had a worse cover, I might have unhauled it, but the cover is really good.
That makes me a little more nervous to read it, to be honest.
I mean, it's still a good book. I gave it 4 stars. I really liked it, but the cover is great. My green book is the best book of all time, at least in my opinion. That would be A Storm of Swords by George R. R. Martin, the 3rd book in A Song of Ice and Fire, which I will be rereading next year in 2026. It's a chunky book. It's my favorite book of all time, and it is very green.
It's not even my favorite book in that series.
Yeah.
Next up is a book with either a gold cover or gold accents on the cover. And how do you go wrong with gold by Raven Kennedy? This is the 5th book in the Plated Prisoner series and the last one that I have read. There are plenty of gold accents on this cover, for sure. But yeah, this is a series that is not going to be for everybody, but it's definitely one of my favorites, and I'm really excited to finish it out finally.
And it has gold in the title.
The title is gold. It's a loose King Midas retelling or reimagining, hence why it is the way it is.
My gold book is one of my favorite Sanderson books, dare I say underrated, and that would be The Alloy of Law, of course by Brandon Sanderson. This is the first book in the 2nd era of Mistborn. One of my all-time favorite Sanderson books, and it's probably the most gold book that I can find on my shelves. So yeah, I went with it.
Yeah, I mean, I have a few, but I don't think they'd be your cup of tea.
This is mine.
Yeah.
Well, it's ours, but it was mine before it was yours.
Yes, and I do like it. I have read it. Definitely liked it more than Hero of Ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hot take, I think, but not in this household.
Next prompt is a book that sparkles.
I have got Spark of the Everflame, and you can definitely see like the foiling on the letters, but if you look close, there's all kinds of actual like sparks in the image. So like, how do you get more sparkly than literal sparks? This is one that I'm excited to read. I have heard that people don't always love the first book in the series, but that they tend to love the sequels. And I do know that some people with similar taste to me have read and really enjoyed this one. So definitely excited for it.
I don't really have any kind of fancy books that have sparkles on them, but I do have a book that does sparkle a little bit, and that would be Paranesi by Susanna Clark. And if you kind of do that a little bit, you can see some foiling on there. It's a little sparkly. One of my all-time favorite standalone fantasy books. You have no interest in this book.
None.
But it's great.
Not if you have my reading tastes.
None of you married.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Or are you just copying it but making it more exaggerated?
What are you just copying it and making more exaggerated?
All right, you're kicked out. I'm finishing this by myself.
Next prompt. A book with snow or a snowman on the cover. I think we have 0 books with snowmen on the cover.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't look through my entire library and want to read. There were
There's-
none that I could think of off the bat.
There's no way.
I did think of a snowflake on the cover with a breath of snow and ashes, but I am going to go with a snowy landscape on a thriller that is set during a blizzard that I enjoy, and that is 3 Hours by Rosamund Lupton. This follows multiple kids experiencing a school lockdown during a school shooting, and I wasn't sure how predictable it was going to be based on things that were told to you or kind of like that you were trying to deduce early, but those things were not like the main twists or like reveals of the book. They weren't the main point, so I did end up enjoying it, even though I wasn't sure I was going to near the beginning stages.
I had a few books with snow on the cover, but I went with a book that I haven't read yet, but I'm very excited to check out next year, and that would be Wolfblade by Jennifer Fallon, and it's got a little bit of snow on the cover, kind of a dusting. It's like we get here in Virginia, just a little dusting, but it fits the prompt. It's got snow on the cover.
Honestly, if I don't have to shovel it, I'm happy.
Yeah, we're not in Canada, so there's not like feet of snow.
Feet.
Feet
Just
of
feet.
snow.
Feet of snow.
Feet.
No.
Multiple feet.
No. What's our next prompt here?
A book with a pine tree on the cover.
Okay, so the one that actually makes me think pine tree, First Writer's Call by Kristen Britton. I mean, this is the type of pine tree I'm more used to, but the one that made me think like Christmas tree is Quicksilver by Callie Hart, and you can kind of see it in the background there. So First Writer's Call is the second book in the Green Rider series by Kristen Britton, and this is a series I'm really enjoying, and I'm pretty sure that Kristen Britton, the author, was a park ranger for a while, I think in Maine maybe? I forget all the details, but she's definitely into nature and wildlife, and you can definitely tell that in her series. And then Quicksilver I have not yet read, but I really want to, and I know almost nothing about it.
Nothing.
I wanted to keep it that way on purpose, okay?
The book that I picked out, I had a hard time finding like books with specifically pine trees. I think these are pine trees. You can't quite tell, but I'm gonna go with an old favorite book that I haven't read in a long time, and I really want to go back and reread. But it is Mr. Splitfoot by Samantha Hunt, and you can kind of tell like in the background, like there's obviously the snake, but like in the background there are trees, and I'm pretty sure those are pine trees. I could be wrong, but screw it. That's what I'm going with.
Some kind of trees with needles on them anyway.
That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Next up, we have a book with a star on the cover, and I think for this one we didn't find one with like 1 star. We found one with like multiple stars.
Well, again, I didn't like thoroughly go through all of my books. I may have one that has like a singular star. But the one that immediately came to mind for me that has lots of stars is The Girl and the Stars by Mark Lawrence, and you can definitely see lots of them in the background. So Mark Lawrence is somebody I've read, I think, 5 books from and really enjoyed all of them, so I'm keen to dig into his other series, including this one.
You read 5?
I have read 5. I've read the Broken Empire trilogy, I've read Road Brothers, which is a short story collection, and I've also read the first book in Red Queen's War.
I forgot about Road Brothers.
Oh.
Anyway, the book that I went with, I could have went with several, but going with a sci-fi book that I'm going to be reading for the first time in 2026, Children of Memory by Adrian Tchaikovsky, and I'm rereading Children of Time right now, and then Children of Ruin in January. This one will be February, new to me. The new book is coming out in March, Children of Strife, but obviously all of these books are kind of spacey sci-fi books, and they have stars on the cover.
What's our last prompt, dear?
Our last prompt is Bonus, a Christmas book. I don't really have a lot of Christmas books, but I do have one specific one that I like a lot.
Why don't you just go ahead and show yours? Since
I will. It's Krampus, which is a very fun horror book, obviously about Krampus, and this one is all about basically Krampus versus Santa Claus, and follows some characters that get mixed up in this horrific battle of Christmas something. And anyway, Krampus it's kind of funny at times because it's like really like it's Krampus versus Santa Claus. So it's like, I can only take this so seriously. But it kind of has some really dark moments in it too. Krampus, definitely one of my favorite Christmas books. And honestly, I don't really have a lot of Christmas books anyway. So it probably is my favorite Christmas book.
I'm not typically huge on Christmas books specifically, but I have read my fair share of holiday romance. And I actually just did a vlog of reading a few that were on my shelves this year. And my favorite from that vlog was Holiday Romance by Catherine Welsh. And I gave this a 4.5 stars and really liked it. And this follows a couple of acquaintances trying to get home for the holidays, but they have some issues with a storm. Their stuff gets delayed. And obviously it's their romance and their journey to try and get home.
And the last prompt is to tag people and spread the holiday cheer.
Since this is going up after Christmas, I'm going to say if you have a desire to still do this, go for it. But I'm not going to tag anybody specifically because I feel like if I do, they're going to have to keep track of this for like a whole year and remember that they've been tagged. So if you're seeing this and you want to do it, consider yourself tagged. Or if you're thinking about Christmas tags next year and you come back to this one, consider yourself tagged.
Put a reminder on your phone for December like 20th and it'll ping on your phone. You'll be like, what the hell is this? Like a year later, and then you'll have to come back and watch this video again, and then you'll be reminded.
Well, there you go. So I think the hardest prompt for us was finding sparkly gold and Christmas tree on the cover type books. So let us know what's on your shelves or your want to read list that fits into those, because I think that's always fun. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on your way out if you want to, and have a great day. Bye.
Merry Christmas.
That's over. They're gonna see this like New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.